Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Carly. So quick update, just some things real quick before I get into my planner lineup for 2023. Just kind of want to let you guys know what's been going on, where I've been, why I haven't been posting on YouTube. I've had a lot of stuff going on. So a lot of you know that me and my ex broke up a couple months ago, earlier this year, and I moved. I was living in Alabama. I made the decision to move to Wisconsin. I'm in Wisconsin. It is snowing. It's been snowing for 2.5 days, roughly. I'm not used to that, so I'm definitely trying to get used to that, trying to get the hang of that. I'm from South Alabama, where there's no snow. We might get a little bit of snow like once every 5 years, and if we do, it doesn't stick like it does here, so it's definitely an adjustment. But I think it's going well. I have a job and everything now, so everything's going really well. I moved up with a friend. She actually came down and helped me move up. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to touch base on that real quick. I do have a cat also, so I may have to stop and restart. I'm sorry, there's a glare on that. My apologies on that. I may have to stop and continue filming. It's a 6-month-old kitten, very into everything, so I may have to stop and correct her, on certain things. Or you may watch her walk across the screen. We'll see how that goes. I'm currently at the kitchen table. This has the best lighting, even though there is a dark spot right here. I might could fix that. 1 second. Let me see. I don't know if that helped. It did not help, so better leave it on for now anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and get into my 2023 lineup, and I'm super excited about this. These are some date stickers that I got from Amazon. I know I need to try to start linking stuff below. I'm working on it, guys. I'm sorry. But I'm going to try to link these on Amazon. I'm going to have an Amazon favorites list. I'm going to try to link below. That'll have everything I purchased that I like from Amazon. These are included. These are really great. I will show you what these look like here in a second, but it's like washi stickers. So it's coming up neutral on cream color paper, and then the white paper in Nostology. So let's go ahead and move this out of the way, and then I'll just start going through one by one. And then I have a cup of hot chocolate right here, so I may take a drink here every now and then. So the first thing I have, this is a B6 This is something that I've used a couple of times, and I've actually started to, I'm actually going to see if I can lower this a little bit, because it is kind of, there we go. I have used this a number of times, and I really do like it. This is just what I'm using for a brain dump book, so I'll put an issue up here. I'll put an issue, and then I'll do a quick work through mentally on what I could use to work through it. If I want to start using this book, but I already have 2 other books, so instead of buying this book, maybe I could use something I already have, and how I could use each of those books differently to do with this book over here that I haven't bought yet that I want to buy does. I hope that makes sense. But that's kind of how I'm using this, just as a way to talk through things, to get my mind around things, and so far so good. I've even considered using this as a planner. I did kind of start using it as a planner a couple times. I'm sorry if my voice kind of comes in and out. My cat's behind me not doing stuff, or doing stuff that she should not be doing. And but I did try to use this as a planner. As you can see, I had some printables in here from Scattered Squirrel Printables. Awesome printables. If I ever decide to go back to using printables, I'll definitely be using her printables. And then I just would draw in some weeklies, and then do dailies, and then do some, here's some of my other dailies. What I have covered here is just some journaling that I don't want to have shown. So, but as you can see here, again, sorry for the background noise. My cat is in a box. Me and my roommate and best friend, me and her are moving to another place, to a bigger place, and we have boxes and paper and stuff everywhere. So, but as you can see here, for each different thought, I've started doing a little highlighter line to divide. That way it's easier to tell different things, and that's been working really well so far. So the next thing I have is I'm really wanting to focus on mental health in 2023 and just my health overall, but I really want to help focus on my mental health. So this is a Q&A book I got from Amazon. Nope. Yes, Amazon. Sorry. I was like, did I get that from there? So I did get this from Amazon. I have not started using it yet. I got this back in, I want to say like August, but I didn't want to like start with part of the year done. And then I didn't want to have to like swap color pens, because I got this, the next idea that I'm fixing to say from Amanda's Favorites. And how she does this is she actually does a different color pen each year, and alternates. Like this year was black, this year's blue, black, blue, black. That's kind of what I want to do too, like just to make it easier across the board to tell. And I just thought it would be fun. And I just wanted to, there was something about starting this on January 1st. So I've been waiting. It's December 17th, I think. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's 365 days, different prompts. It is dated in the sense that it gives you the month and then the day, and then you have to put the year in. There is a February 29th. I don't know if yeah, so there's a February 29th. Obviously, I'm not going to do this every year. I might answer this every year, but just answer it on the days that February doesn't have 29 days. Just answer it on the 28th and maybe put like 28 here beside or something. Anyways, so there's that. Next thing I have is an Erin Condren budget book. Again, I'm sorry for the background noise. My cat just jumped on the box. I'm sorry. But I have the Erin Condren budget book. This is something that I am not sure if I'm going to use or not yet. I haven't completely decided one way or the other. I do already have like January kind of started, but I'm just not sure. And because I'm like, the main thing that I want to use this for is the spending summary. I have a weekly summary in my main planner, which we'll get to, and I'm just not sure if I want to use this or not. But the good thing, if I decide not to use this yet, I can just like wipe this out and it'll be perfectly fine. I'm gonna take a quick sip of my hot chocolate here. Sorry guys. And then I added some marshmallow fluff with it. Super good. Anyways, so I'm still deciding on wanting it. Whoa. I'm still deciding on if I want to use this or not. I'm still trying to put the thoughts and everything together on if I do. Actually, this is something I would use this for. I just haven't done it yet. But yes, so I'm still kind of trying to decide on that. You do, and for those who have not seen an Erin Condren Petite Planner budget book before, this is what it looks like. You have your savings tracker in the front, your monthly review or overview, your spending summaries. You get 2 full spreads, and then you go into your next month. And then in the back, you get some debt trackers, and then your little quote page on the back, and then you do get some stickers. And then moving right on along, the next thing I have is this monthly planner, also from Erin Condren. This is their 18-month planner that started in July 2022. This is something I've kind of fallen off the wagon for. I did really well the first couple of months, and then like November and then this month so far have not been very, I don't know if it's just, I don't know if it hasn't been productive or if I just haven't felt like doing anything, but that's what I got going on there. So so there's that. Not much going on. This is just something that I do kind of like try to back plan if I do write stuff down in other places. Like I have another planner that I might go through and pull some stuff from it and put in here, depending on what all I wrote. Moving forward, so the next thing I have is this Erin Condren, sticking with Erin Condren, this Erin Condren focused A5 planner. So this is the focused planner. They only have one layout in the focused, which is fine. I mean, like how with how I use this is perfectly fine, and actually the layout's perfect. And I got this one because I was debating on whether or not to get a focus planner this year and try to find another way to use it, which honestly I could, what I put in here I could put somewhere else, and I'll explain that later. But I really like this. It's been working for me. I do have the one from this year, which is this blue one. And I do like this. I've been fairly consistent. I mean, I have missed days. I mean, like this week, Like this week I missed Monday and Tuesday. Actually, on Thursday I went back and wrote in on Wednesdays. But I've been fairly consistent for the most part. I have missed a couple of days or like a week or so here or there. But I've been really consistent with it. It's probably the most consistent I've ever been with anything. So what I'm going to do is also, Erin Condren no longer puts Erin Condren in here. Like, if you look in the one for, oh my god, I can't talk today. In the one for this year, it does have Erin Condren here with the little asterisks. And it says Focus Planner. And on the back, it's got the Erin Condren embossed here. On the back of the new one, it just says Focused on the inside. And then on the back here, like, I don't know if she's rebranding the Focus stuff, but it doesn't say Erin Condren anywhere on the Focused line. At least on the planner. I don't have anything else that's the Focus stuff. But everything else on the inside, it looks the same from what I can tell. So how I'm using this, I was using this to put on the line side here. I was doing like morning and then evening gratitude. So morning and evening gratitude. I felt like that was getting a little overwhelming. So I decided to do small wins on the left, and then on the right, I'll do my gratitude. That way I'm focusing on some positivity, and this whole book will be full of positivity. Hopefully I can stick with this. I think I can because I used this one for, I think I started using this in June, actually. Yeah, I started using this in June because I tore June out and started to put it in another book. Long story. But I've been using this fairly consistently, so like I'm really excited to try to keep up with this year, and I like how it looks to flip through and to have stuff on every page like that. So, but yeah, and that's how I'm using this planner, and it's green, and green's my favorite color. There's like a blue undertone. I don't think you could really tell on camera, but there's like a blue undertone to it, which I'm not overly fond of, but is what it is. The next thing I have, so I have this Lavender workbook, and I keep this in the box because, and this is why I don't like painting my nails, because like I don't know if you could tell, there is a blue mark right here from my fingernails. So I don't like painting them. Even though I do have a top coat. I have a top coat on, and I still mark the box. I'm not happy about that. Anyways, so the reason why this is still in the box is because I don't want this to get messed up. This is the Artists of Life workbook, which I'm super excited to have. It's very goal oriented. I'm not going to show you a lot in here because I've already started writing. I do have a kind of an unboxing that I filmed. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it up. I'm not happy with the quality of it. I just don't. I think I was trying to be quiet to not affect my roommate. My roommate's out of town tonight, which is why I'm filming and like why I feel more upbeat like versus that video. I was trying to be quiet as to not disturb her, because I haven't filmed anything ever since I moved up here, and I didn't want to disturb her. So I was trying to be polite, and I can sometimes be too polite. Anyways, I feel like I sound monotone, and I'm aggravated with it. So I don't know if I'm going to release that or not. I do have some stuff that's already been marked in here. So like a good portion of this I've already done. What I might do later is if I decide to refilm tonight, I will go through, put sticky notes covering some of my answers. A couple of my answers I'm okay with y'all seeing. There are some answers where I'm like, no, that's private. I don't want to share that. But like, so all this is kind of like prep, I think. You have a lot of prep in here, which is why I chose this particular book, because I really wanted the prep work. I wanted the tough questions. I wanted to take the time to focus on myself, to do what, I needed to do. But just to kind of give you some things of what I'm looking forward to in here, and another reason why I chose that, aside from all this prep work and questions, is it breaks down your goals, like a page per goal. Yeah, a goal per page. Either way. Super excited about personal growth goals. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly which goals I'm excited for. I'm excited overall, and then I'm excited for health goals, personal growth goals, and creative goals. There's a typo on this page. I think this is the only typo that I've come across. But this does say 100 things to do before 2023. We're almost in 2023, so clearly I'm not going to get 100 things done. But I'm actually thinking I might use this for like books I've read throughout the year. I'm thinking I might do that. I'm actually kind of excited to do that and just have a place to put them that's listed out for me, and I just have to put the title. So I'm thinking about doing that. And then you have like your ideal world. And then what I'm super excited about, and I know I'm skipping a lot of this, but you guys, I love this thing. I haven't even really jumped in completely, but I already love it. So this is the goal like planning portion. So you have your year at a glance. You have your quarterly goals, which I like because it's broken down by quarters, and yeah, I'll show you all that. But you have your Q1 theme, your goals and projects, and then you have it broken down with the 3 months. And then you have a reflection wheel over here, which is kind of reminds me of Moxie Life. Kind of different categories. And then each category, though, is broken down into 3 different subcategories. Like for self, you have self-esteem, growth, and environment. For wellness, you have the physical wellness, nutrition, and emotional, and that's just a couple of examples of that. So I'm super excited to kind of get into that. And then you have I can't talk today, but then you have it broken down by month. And January will be what your main goals are, your mini goals, and then an action plan. And then you can break it down into weekly areas here, which I like. And then, which also, I'm strongly thinking about getting the Moxie Life monthly, like after we move at the beginning of January. But I'm really strongly thinking about getting that, and I can break this down even further and have the Moxie Life monthly. It's essentially like a companion notebook, but the whole year is in one book coiled, if you don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm really looking forward to that. And actually, that's kind of what I've been wanting. I wanted to have the companion books in a coiled version. I was really hoping it would be A5, but it's the bigger version, which is fine. But yeah, so I'm thinking about getting that to help and use this system and then the Moxie Life system together, and I can break it down even more and see how that works. I can leave the weekly actions up and open on my desk, whereas this is, I mean, it's a book-bound book, and I feel like I have to close it. I don't have to, but it's not going to just, like, stay open, and, like, if I can just, like, do that and flip the page or whatever, and I don't want to do that. But that's an option, and I'm considering it. I haven't completely decided yet. The next thing in the month, which I'm super excited about as well, is you have habit trackers. So you have a stay on track here with 10 habits that you can track throughout the whole month. And then here you have a daily tracker. So you have 1 to 31, and then you have like a scale of 1 to 10. And you can track like different things. It says that you can track your happiness that day, your health, anything. And you can use different color pens to track different like habits to track. So I'm really thinking about doing like my energy level each day, about doing how like happy I feel. Like, do I feel happy? Do I feel kind of depressed today? That's how I'm thinking that I'm going to use this. I already have a gratitude journal, which is what this side's for. I'm sorry, like I'm trying to speed through this because I still have a couple more things to go through, and like my phone is dying. So I'm sorry if I'm like going too quickly. If you have questions about it, please drop them below. I'll be more than happy to answer the questions for you guys. But the gratitude section here, I'm probably just gonna do like key things that happen throughout the week, like not do like daily, but like maybe like week 1, week 2, week 3 type thing. I haven't decided yet. I might maybe do like a different color pen for each week, and maybe do like the same thing here. Like week 1 will be blue, week 2 green, or blah blah blah, and then week 1 here will be blue, so on and so forth. And then you have a January review here, and then hold on one second, guys. I'm sorry. All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. My cat was doing something she shouldn't be doing. Anyways. So January review here, and then you have a monthly reflection. So what did I learn? What am I proud of? And how can I improve? And then it asks to see if you reviewed the workbook. All of this up here is considered the workbook, I believe. So just want to make sure that you are reviewing that and taking time to reflect on it. And then you move into your next month, and I'm going to skip until the quarterly review. So you had this after each quarter. let's celebrate the wins. How did I do on my Q1 goals? How has my life evolved over the past 3 months? What are the biggest lessons I've learned? What am I most excited about moving forward? And then you go into your Q2 and so on and so forth. And then at the back, you have some lined pages, and then you also have some dot grid pages. So I'm super excited about this. I am still strongly considering the Moxie Life. One, I do want a Moxie Life planner. I just decided to get the Lavendaire instead because I felt like with all the prep work it had, I felt like it would be a good fit. I still think it would be a good fit. But after like going through this and reading through it and like looking at that Moxie Life monthly book, I was like, you know what? It might be a good idea to use them together and it might be more beneficial. I don't know. I haven't decided. I really need to stop spending money. Anyways, next book. So this is my... Okay, there we go. This is She's in Your Apron planner. I love this. I used this for a good portion of this year. Sorry, hot chocolate break. It's like 20-something degrees outside, guys. I'm not used to that. So I did have the bigger version this year, which I love, but it's huge, you guys. And like I felt like I couldn't really use it like I wanted to. I hated to have to lug it out, just because it is so chunky. And I know she makes the bigger version in like 3 smaller books, where the books are broken down to 4 months per book, which I really should have bought whenever, like instead of buying what I bought, but it's over and done with. But this is the date book, so it's a lot smaller, a lot more condensed. All the extra pages are not included, which I'm like, now I'm kind of missing those pages. I don't know. I've also thought about using this as a monthly book tracker. I haven't decided. But then you get your lined pages here. Your monthly, there's no tabs on this. There are also no holidays on the monthly. But everything's the same as the bigger version. It's just smaller. There are a couple of changes. I'll point those out here in a second. But then you have your weekly. It still looks the same, except for this right here. Sorry, I know there's a shadow there. So in the bigger version, both of these are habit trackers, where this one's labeled morning routine, this one's labeled evening routine. I hate that they took the habit tracker portion off of this. I don't even know what I'm going to use this for. They did take the to-do list boxes off of these 2 areas. And this no longer has zone. It's just like a blank box here. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. My phone's fixing to die. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Okay. So, I don't even know where I was at. Oh, there was a zone was written here. The to-do list area here and here. You still have your focus section here, your brain dump. And this is the expense part that I was telling you guys about that I'm thinking I'm probably going to use instead of the Petite Planner, because I'm going to have this with me anyway. And it makes more sense to not have to use another book. And I may go back and... Sorry, guys. I kind of ran. I'm so out of shape. I may go back and like back plan in the budget book if need be. But I think for right now, I am just going to focus on this one. It takes one thing out of my lineup. So I'm not having to have so many things that I'm constantly having to check. So there's that. And then you have your... and then you have your menu area here. Which I never actually plan meals. I always like write in what we had that day to eat. For dinner, I don't like planning meals because I never stick to what we're supposed to have anyway. So, but yeah, everything else is the same throughout. All the colors are the same. Nothing changes. Went ahead and put a sticker here. Oh, and then between each month, you do have your 2-page, like 2 blank notes page here. Then you move into your next month. And then in the back, you do have a couple notes pages. Oh, you have your year to glance for 2024, and then you have your plan ahead for 2024. And then you have notes pages here. So 1, 2, 3. And then you have your back page here. And it does say that this is the weekly date book. And then you have your little pouch here. They had a pocket in the bigger version this year, which I like. I really wish they could have made it smaller and put in here. Sorry, my cat's knocking stuff over. I love her. I do, but dang. I didn't realize how much like cats actually get into. I never had a cat growing up. My mom wasn't fond of them. So yeah. Anyways, off topic. Sorry. But I don't typically use the pouches. I've actually considered taking it out because I don't use it. But then as soon as I take it out, I'm going to end up needing it. So I'm just going to leave it. But yeah, there's that. And then the next thing and the last thing I actually have, I'm sorry, hot chocolate break real quick. The last thing I have is this A6ology. So for those who don't know, I'm going to show you the size difference between a B6 and an A6 because there's a good size difference. So here's the difference in the size. It's lined up perfectly here. So I decided to get an A6 for a daily. I did try the B6. I do have a B6 book that's like completely, that I did something on the first couple pages and then I tore them out. So it's like completely clean at this point. Like it's a clean blank book. And I tried it, I think in this one or another B6 I have, and it's just it's too big for me for a daily. And I like having my spreads the way I have them, and I'll show you. But so what I did was I always skip the first couple pages anyway. And then I did a little like title page here. And then I did do a monthly. I got this idea from Sylvia with a plan, and I don't like having a monthly in here. I don't reference it. And then with this being a whole lot smaller this year, I can just put these two together in a bag if I need to go somewhere with them. If I need to like plan ahead or like reference something ahead of time. Because I only date this a week at a time. So I don't like date the whole month or anything. And I don't like having this. It's a waste of paper because I could have used it as a daily or whatever. Is what it is. So here's that. And then I do have some goals listed here. We'll see how this goes if I even use this. I may just like stop and start doing the title page and just go right into my dailies. We'll see though. Oh, I do have a reading tracker here. I haven't really read anything this month, which is kind of sad. We're halfway through the month and I haven't read anything. And then I was going to do weeklies. I went ahead and drew them all out. I figured that would be the best thing to do. No. I decided to that just wasn't an option. So I just don't like it. I don't like having to go back and reference it. So what I decided to do was I'm trying to find a page where I didn't journal. So this was Monday, and like what I did was so on this side I do my meals that day, what I ate that day, and then down here I typically try to journal. It doesn't have to be a lot. Like here I didn't even like write what I ate, but I did a little bit of journaling. It doesn't have to be a lot of journaling, just a little bit. And then I have my to-dos here. So all of these to-dos here are to-dos that I try to do every day, or that I want to try to get done every day. There are things that I went back and did this, like the to-dos. So I don't remember, stop. So I don't remember, I'm sorry, my cat was playing with my phone cord. She's still playing with my phone cord. Stop it. I don't know where I was at, you guys. I'm so sorry. I try to do this every day, and like I will rewrite them every day, except for this day because I didn't do any of this stuff. But yeah, I try to write them every day, and then I'll add extra stuff there. Like this day, for example, I realized I was getting a headache. I didn't know what it was from, and then I realized it was a caffeine headache. I had no caffeine at all that day. So I started to write caffeine down because I wanted to make sure that I include it. And then I haven't done anything today except for date it. And that's okay, which I'm completely okay with. I can go through and put a couple of things down. I can still journal a little bit. So on and so forth. Me and my mom try to FaceTime every Sunday. But I do go ahead and I don't write the day of the week over here until the day of. That way if I need to pull up the date sticker and use it for something else, I can. But as you can see on here, like you can't even really tell. Like it blends in completely. And then like I had a cream colored book I also got from Amazon, which is like kind of how I got the idea. It was a pocket book, so it was smaller than this. And it went just fine on that too. There was no no, it didn't look tacky or anything. It's like it blended right in, which is why I do like these little date stickers. But yeah, this is how I'm using this. I'm hoping, because I'm cutting back on what all I'm including in the front, that I can actually get until like the end of March in here. I hope. Oh, and this is the rest of December. I just put it in here because I don't know where else to put it. I'm hoping I can get until March in here so I can get one full quarter in the new year. I wanted to go ahead and start in December because I wanted to go ahead and test this out and see how it worked. I didn't want to wait. So that's kind of what I did there. But, so yeah, I'm sorry this video is as long as it is. I was trying to speed through it. It never works. I don't know why I try to do that. But yeah, so this is my planner lineup for 2023. I am super excited about it. And I'm hoping to get more content out for you guys. I have some things coming up, I think. So content might be a little different. I'll try to share some things in this Lavender Artists of Life workbook. We'll have to see how it goes. Because like I said, there are some things that are going to be like personal and I don't really want to share just yet. So we'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of my videos, I hope you will consider hitting that subscribe button. If you did like this video, please consider hitting that like button. And if you want any particular like content, let me know what videos you guys want to see. Just drop those in the comments below or any questions you have and I'll be more than happy to answer. Hope you guys have a wonderful night and I'll see you guys